All right, welcome back, everyone. We continue here on the Bordas and Bordas hotline, which is 412-575-2600. Our apologies, don't call it tonight. Not in operation. We'll be back at you tomorrow night. Bob Pompeani, Ron Cook. Reach out on us on Twitter at KDPomp, at Ron Cook PG. And we're talking a lot about some of the things that people have brought up here on Twitter. And one of the things is the situation with Hornquist, because I think he wants to be here, but I also think this is going to be his final contract for him to cash in.
Absolutely.
Now, if he goes to free agency, I don't think there's any chance that the Penguins get him. But I think if they want to be proactive and do it before then, which I think they might, then the number is going to be what's an issue. Again, if you bring in Derek Brassard, you're not going to be able to fit all these people in. What if that number is doable? Ron, what do you think?
I want Hornquist on my team. And
even if you have
a couple weeks ago, we had Rutherford on, and he goes, I don't like to do contracts during the season, but I'll make an exception for Hornquist. He's very valuable for us. I'd like to get something done. But now we're like till the end of the season away. Hornquist owes it to himself, I think, to see what's out there. And I think he's going to find a pretty big offer, and I don't know that the Penguins can match that. I think they like Aston Reese. They love what he's done so far since he's been back. He's going to be the next Hornquist next year. I see no way Hornquist comes back, but I like to think he can help them win a cup again this year.
All right, we saw the Washington Capitals win today. They went to Buffalo, where everybody wins except Buffalo, and they beat them 3-2, so then I'll jump back over the Penguins. Plus, they have 2 games in hand, Ron. Do you think, because of that, the Penguins can catch them? I do. They have some head-to-heads left. What's your take on where they're?
You know,
the last 2 years they finished in second place.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't think it matters to the Penguins. They can go on the road and win. They can win anywhere. Yeah, you'd like to be first and all that stuff, but I don't think it really matters. What matters is they're healthy and playing well going into the playoffs. And right now, other than Hornquist, they're pretty much both. Get him back. Keep the roll going. I'll take my chances against anybody.
Some football conversation here, because Le'Veon Bell tomorrow is the day where you can begin labeling franchise tags on players, and that extends, I believe, until March the 6th.
Right.
Last year, this time, they did not do it immediately, but they did do it eventually. So my question is, he's been talking about optimistically this is going to get done. The Steelers have said they want to, yet nothing concrete. So what do you expect, Ron? I still think it's going to be a franchise tag.
Oh, I do too, and I don't expect anything soon. I mean, maybe it'll happen tomorrow. They don't have to tag him tomorrow. You said March 6th. I think they'll leave it open until then. They have a deal done. They'll do it. If not, they'll tag him. Now that gives you until, July to get something done with him still. And I still think they're going to try to do a long-term deal. If not, they'll franchise him. I think he's going to be here next year one way or the other. All
right, back to our previous Twitter comment about Austin Meadows. This is a guy who was expected to be here by now. He had an injury and a real bad season.
Can't stay healthy.
He's not in their plans right now, Ron, from what I can tell. And so the question is, when will he become part of their plans? And
well, he's got to stay healthy, Bob.
If Andrew McCutcheon wasn't going to be here, it would be because Austin Meadows would have taken his place, and that's not the case.
He just hasn't stayed healthy. He's had, hamstring injuries, multiple ones, which really makes you wonder about his future. I don't hear the can't-miss stuff that I used to hear about him.
No, I don't either. Chris Isaacs on Twitter at KDPomp, at Ron Cook PG says, Bob, are there any free agent outfitters you'd like to see the Pirates pursue? Well, I think Carlos Gonzalez is out there. There are a lot of bigger names that may not cost as much as you originally thought. Again, I just get back to the lack of power. I just don't see this team having much of it, even with what they had last year. And now all of a sudden you're taking 28 home runs away, Ron. Where does it come from? And let's say Josh Bell, they're going to start pitching around him because he's the best hitter you got. Now who answers that?
Marte and Polanco have got to hit more. There's no doubt. I don't know what Moran's going to hit for him at third base. They got to find a way to find some people that can hit it out of the park. I'm a big home run guy, man. Nothing like those 3-run home runs, but that's just one more reason why it's hard to like this team right now.
All right, we're due for a break. We'll take it back with more right after this on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.